Hi, my name is Hillary Trang, and I will be talking about participatory culture in this presentation. So, on the assigned readings and videos that we had this week, I learned that full culture isn't produced to make money, but to share ideas with each other. And this was nice because I saw that people learn from each other, and ends up becoming a social mode of production. I also learned that teachers needed to be reassured with the encouragement and validation they need to fight on behalf of new media literacies, because when they have the support that they need, they're able to help out what really needs to be pushed and acknowledged. I also saw how there is a diversity in what kids do online and what they learn. It's not just wasting time because they can send emails or ask their friends what they're supposed to do on assignments if they're confused about it. They can find resources such as videos and Khan Academy and basically relearn what they had in school. There's also I also saw that there's a gap in perception and understanding between generations about the value of engagement with online activities. And this was interesting because adults, when they think about media, they perceive it more negative than kids perceive it. So adults realize, or they believe that when kids spend time on media, they're not being productive with their time and they're just messing around and things like that. But the way kids really value the time that they have on media because they're able to geek out and learn what they learn what they can, or learn what they're more interested in. It also provides them with a space that has the opportunity that they can gain their own personal development and their own intellectual. Mimi Ito explains that there is a existing perception in the culture that portrays media as a space that's hostile to learn, and this isn't true because if we mesh all the different ideas of online activities together, we lose the idea that there's an opportunity for learning. Furthermore, she mentions how we need to figure out how to get informal and formal learning working together in a more coordinated way. By doing this, students are able to benefit from learning as long as they're allowed to fully participate publicly. This means that they're able to express themselves through their online activities where they could take pictures and post them and share them and make a blog and or even video blogs and share them, and that way they feel like they can express themselves. So for another informal learning that they can gain outside of school are life and career skills. For instance, we don't learn how to campaign and govern and edit, defend civil liberties, or how to program computers, how to run a business, or how to make a movie and find distribution in schools. We learn this outside of school. And even outside of school, we learn, or people learn more, and they participate more actively, and they even engage more deeply with popular culture than they do with the contents of their textbook. And this goes to say that there is more beyond the classroom. There is too much focus on the negative effects of media consumption that it offers an incomplete picture. It it's misleading to the roles and that the roles it's misleading to the roles that parents and teachers play in children's growth and education because it doesn't appropriately value the skills and knowledge that they gain through media involvement. My reaction to the readings and videos was that I really learned what participatory culture was and what it meant, and I didn't realize how important they were to education. And I agree with the writers Henry Jenkins and Mimi Ito because we really do need to give teachers more encouragement and validation that they need to make a difference in the educational world. I really like the idea of how people were able to just come together and learn from each other, whether or not they were on the same level of learning. For Mimi Ito, I definitely acknowledged how there was a diversity in what kids do online and what they were learning because there really is a lot that you can do. Um, there's also different types of learning, and we shouldn't discriminate on what kind of learning they should be learning, whether it's formal or informal, because once we put that behind us, there it's learning is how they acquire skills that they need for their future careers. I also, when I read the readings and the videos, I started beginning to understand why adults perceive online activities with such negative association. Because, for instance, if we weren't doing something for school, we were wasting time and doing unhealthy things. And the internet is a world where you can actually learn how to do all kinds of things. And this was just an emerging culture that is paving new pathways. It's intriguing that most people, if not all, participate more actively and engage more deeply with popular cultures than they do from their classroom textbooks. Learning and education needs to be assessed more appropriately to precisely value the skills and knowledge that people can gain through their associations with new media.